Thank you for purchasing a Ruark 100 series product. In this video, we will show you how to set up your model in a few easy steps. In this video, we are using our R410 as an example, but the setup procedure is the same for all our 100 series models. Before starting setup, there are a couple of things that you need to consider. All our 100 series models are designed for streaming and making the best of content available online. In particular, with their internet radio tuners, you have access to radio stations worldwide, with most in higher quality than you will receive through DAB or FM. So if you do not require these functions, then the supplied telescopic aerial does not need to be fitted. If you do intend to use these sources, then the telescopic aerial should be fitted and tightened onto the aerial connector using the spanner provided, and then fully extended upright for best reception. Secondly, you should ensure that wherever you intend to use your 100 series product, that it is positioned where there is a good signal connection with your Wi-Fi router, as if the signal is weak, then this may result in unreliable performance. Wi-Fi range extenders can help this situation, or if you have the option to connect directly to your network by Ethernet cable, then please do so. With mains power applied for the first time, firstly the Ruark logo is displayed, and then soon after, your 100 series model will enter its setup wizard mode, where you are prompted to input language and location. This is done by either pressing the arrow keys or rotating the control knob. In this case, we are setting this R410 for use in the UK, like so. With language and location set, next, the wizard takes you to network setup. 100 series models offer various options to set up a Wi-Fi connection, but here we're going to show you the two most popular. The first using Network Wizard, and the second using Apple WAC. To connect using Network Wizard, click the control knob to select, and then click again on Wi-Fi scan. Your product will now search for Wi-Fi connections, and once finished, will display a list of available networks. Using the arrow keys or control knob, scroll to your network and then click to select. Next, you are prompted to enter your Wi-Fi passcode. If you haven't already set your own custom passcode, then generally the Wi-Fi passcode will be printed on your router, as you can see here. Use the control knob to input your passcode, and finally click on the return key to enter. Connecting and then Connected will be displayed once a connection has been established. If you accidentally input the wrong passcode, your product will inform you and then take you back, so you can enter the passcode again. Next, your 100 series model gives you the option to change its name. This could be its location or your name, but primarily, it makes your product easier to see as a device on your network, particularly if you intend to use your model as part of a multi-room speaker system. If you choose to continue and not change your model's factory name, then you can always do this later through system settings. But in this case, we're going to rename this R410 to R410 Lounge and then select Enter to set and continue. The next screen in the Setup wizard provides the opportunity to set up Google Cast. This feature is ideal if you are an Android user or have a Google Nest Hub in your home, as you'll then be able to control your 100 series model with voice commands. If you are an iPhone or Apple user, you may not require this feature, as we assume that primarily you will use AirPlay and services such as Spotify Connect. Installing Google Cast is simply a case of using your phone's camera to read the QR code, which will then open a link on your phone's screen, which you should next tap to accept. To complete the installation, next you will need to accept the Google Cast built-in Terms of Service, and then decide if you want to share device stats and crash reports with Google. Selecting Yes, I'm in does not share any personal information, but simply creates logs for Google to analyze should a random fault occur. Once you've made your choice, you will next see a message on your phone screen confirming that Google Cast setup has been completed. You will see a notification on your product's display as well. If you choose not to install Google Cast at this stage, then it can always be installed at a later date if required. With an internet connection established, your model now checks to see if there is a software update available. If new software is detected, it will now automatically download and install the latest version. During this process, it is important that you do not disconnect power or touch any of the controls. Whether or not there is a software update available, when finished, select Continue to proceed. This completes the setup procedure, but finally you will see a message saying that your model's remote can be paired through the System Settings menu. We will cover how to do this in a separate video, but for now, select Finish to end the setup process, and then you will see the main screen showing a list of all available sources. To connect using Apple WAC, firstly ensure that your iOS device is already connected to your Wi-Fi network. Setting of language, location and region is the same as before, but when you come to Network Setup, scroll to Apple WAC and then click the control knob to select. Next, you will see a message saying that your Ruark model is ready to be set up using an iOS device. Unlock your iOS device, tap the settings icon and then Wi-Fi. This displays the Wi-Fi network your device is connected to, and below this, other Wi-Fi networks in your location. After a few moments, and below this, you should then see your Ruark model appear with its unique ID code. Tap this, and next you will see a screen with a tick beside the network that you are connecting your product to. At this point, you also have the opportunity to change your product's name simply by tapping on Speaker Name and then editing as you wish. In this example, we're changing the name to R410 Study. With the changes made, tap Next in the top right-hand corner to continue, and next, we see a screen showing that connection is taking place. Once connected, you will next see a message confirming that your 100 series model has joined your network. After completing network setup by Apple WAC, you will then be taken back to the Setup wizard, where you will have the opportunity to set up Google Cast and check for software updates.